Hi guys, today I'm going to film for you my designer shoe collection. It's a very, very modest collection. It's just 5 pairs. I know you guys have been asking for a handbag collection. I will do that very, very soon, but I had a very short period of time to film today, and this I feel like I can get done in that time. So I'm going to kick off with a pair that maybe wouldn't be classed as designer, but they kind of are to me. Steve Madden's quite a new brand to the UK, and I actually got these in Century 21 in New York in January, and would you believe I still have not worn them? This shoe is actually called the Ravesh. They are just beautiful. I've seen them in lots of different styles, like lots of different patterns, lots of different fabrics and things, but I think these are just beautiful. They're kind of almost like a pearl metallic pink, and I love them, and every time I put them on I'm just like, they're so beautiful, why have I not worn them? And for example today, I kind of thought, before I got this new pair of shoes, which I'll show you at the end, before I got those, I kind of thought, oh, when I go out for dinner with my friend on Thursday, I'll wear those shoes. I'll finally wear those shoes. And I'm wearing quite a plain outfit, but I thought, a plain outfit with these shoes. But whatever I wear, they just seem to be too dressy. If I'm already dressed up, then they seem to be too much. But unless I wear, I mean, even if I wear a jeans, like jeans and a t-shirt, they're quite big. It's really difficult to explain why I feel like I've never worn them, but I just feel like they don't go with anything that I wear. So I'm going to make a really conscious effort. So look out for them in an outfit of the day, because I really want to wear these. But yeah, these are beautiful. I really love them, but really for me, so far they're just ornamental. So the next pair are maybe my first pair of designer shoes. I think they are my first pair, or were my first pair, and these are the Glenys, which are from Choo, and they were actually bought for me by my husband on our first Christmas together. And they have this zip. I absolutely love them, actually. They were a pair of shoes that I would definitely have bought for myself had I mean at the time, absolutely under no circumstances would I have paid that for shoes. Things change, but had I had that kind of disposable income, I definitely would have picked this style. They were very much of the moment, that kind of gladiator sandal. But yeah, there's something about these shoes. They're absolutely battered now because I've worn them to death. You may be able to see all around there, they've kind of come away. But I'll still wear them. They're still absolutely the most painful shoes. They really, really, really are not comfortable, because as your foot swells, kind of swells into these little cracks here, and oh my goodness, when I get my feet out of them at the end of the night, you should see them. They just look like they've been caged, because effectively they have, but I love them. I think they go with so many different things. Dresses, jeans, anything, and they just kind of, because they are that kind of edgy, not too posh, they're not like the bow shoes, they're not too posh, but they kind of fancy up an outfit, I don't know. So they are my first ever pair of designer shoes, and I absolutely love them. The next pair were probably the next pair, actually, and I showed you these when I first started the Spendaholics channel, and I got them for an absolute steal. I got them from Kokoza, and I think I got them for £69, and I have seen these since on Brand Alley for even less, and if you can get the right size, I think they're a beautiful shoe. I do have some issues with them. They are massively painful. I have a bit of a problem with walking, it would seem, and I've never really noticed it before because I haven't had spikes on the backs of my shoes, but as I walk in heels, one foot tends to like clonk the other one, and quite frequently I'll have bruises on my feet, so I knew this was an issue that I have, especially if it's very, very high heels. I tend to kind of wobble a little bit. People have suggested I've got flat feet. I don't know if that's, I don't even know how to find out if I have flat feet, but definitely that's a bit of a problem, and I think it's generally the left one that kicks the right one. And with these, every single time I wear them, it doesn't matter how long I'm wearing them for. I mean, last time I wore them, I was just putting them on for some pictures for a blog photo, and I think I was probably wearing them for 2 minutes before I spiked myself. So it's not great. The other thing that's not brilliant about these is some of the jewels and studs are a little bit wobbly. I was going to say not so much the studs, but they are. I've actually lost a stud from down here. I think that's the only place. I'm not even totally sure if it was ever there, because I didn't inspect them perfectly before I first tried them on. But yeah, there are little issues with these. I kind of wish I'd bought the booty version, because I really loved those, but then I suppose I'd be wrecking the other booty rather than my foot. I'm making that sound like that would actually be worse than my foot, aren't I? That's a little bit mental. But I do love these shoes and I still wear them, but I hurt myself every single time. People will think that's crazy. My mother thinks I'm insane, but hey. Another thing that I really like about the Sam Edelman shoes, they've got this little thing on the bottom where it's all, I know I have a sticker, terrible, It all looks kind of like it's sewn. It's got the Sam Edelman logo there as well. And these, oh my goodness, what are these shoes called? I want to say Lakita or Lorissa. These are called Lorissa. And surprisingly, both the shoes that I have here are a 7.5, which is like a 38.5 or a 5.5. And I am a 5 here in the UK, but a lot of the American style shoes, for some reason, I am a 7.5. The next pair of shoes, so I'm kind of wanting to mention prices as I go, because the last time I mentioned these ones, lots of people asked questions. So obviously the first ones were a gift, the second pair were £69, and I think they were supposed to be 200 and something, so that was a real bargain. And this pair, which is my most extravagant purchase, and I don't regret buying them by any means, but I just kind of am like, every time I see them I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I bought them. They are the Christian Louboutin, what are they called, Vendome, and I think they're called Sapphire. Let me just check the box. Vendome 120, which means it's got a 120mm heel, but they have this kind of like different coloured blue glitter all over them. These I haven't worn yet, and there's a reason that I haven't worn them, because I'm saving them for our Las Vegas trip next year. Because, well, because I wanted it to be special the first time that I wore them anyway, but I am going to try and get more wear in around the house, because I think they're going to be massively painful otherwise. The fact that there's hardly any support for your toe here freaks me out. There's actually quite a lot of toe cleavage going on here whenever I wear them. So I'm not sure how comfortable they're going to be. Again, I have them in a 38.5, and these aren't American, these are French, so maybe I am actually a 5.5, I don't know, maybe I'm just squeezing my feet into the rest of my shoes, or my feet have just grown since I bought new shoes last. But yes, I'm very, very excited about these shoes. They're absolutely beautiful. I just haven't had a chance to wear them yet. Oh, and the price, lots of people asked about in my last video where I actually hauled these. Not my last video, it was in June. They were originally £545 and I paid £330. Shameful. But that is how much I paid for them. But they were considerably cheaper. I think initially I thought they were half price, and they weren't quite that way. They were about 40% off or something. But yeah, I had a moment of madness that resulted in these shoes, and I absolutely love them. I definitely want another pair in a more wearable. I really like the Ron suede black ones. I really want a black suede pair. The patent doesn't really do anything for me unless it was like massively discounted. You can never say never. I mean, I would never normally have bought this glittery blue pair. Totally not me at all. But something screamed out to me and I just needed them. So that's my other pair that I haven't worn. And then the latest pair that I just purchased, the ones that actually inspired me to make this video, is this pair. And this is actually a second-hand pair that I bought on eBay. And I don't think I've ever bought second-hand shoes before, I'm not sure. No, I don't think I have. But she'd only worn them 2 or 3 times, and they are the exact style that I've always wanted for years and years and years. Maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. I've had my eye on this one pair, and I just couldn't bring myself to pay the money for them full price, because I knew I wouldn't get that much wear out of them. Obviously since then I've paid crazy money for those Christian Louboutins, but these are the Jimmy Choo Lance strappy sandal, and they've been so well looked after. They've been stuffed when I got them, and in the pictures and everything she had kind of the tissue paper stuffed in there to keep their shape. I must admit I probably won't take quite as nice care of them as she did. I hope I do, but knowing myself I probably won't. But they're nude patent, they are just in such beautiful condition, and I paid £200 for them, and full price I believe they're £475, so I feel like I got a complete bargain with these shoes. Again, I haven't worn these yet. I'm going to wear them tonight for the first time, but I thought I would show you them in all their glory before I wreck them. I won't wreck them, I promise I won't wreck them. I promise I won't wreck you. But I'm so excited about these shoes because they were kind of my dream shoe. I absolutely, maybe in gold would have been the only thing would have been better. But yeah, they're just so beautiful, and I see them all the time on celebrities and things because they seem to just go with everything. And hopefully they will go with everything and I'll get a lot of wear out of them. But yeah, these are just the most exciting thing ever. I decided to treat myself because I got a promotion at work, and I just thought, what is the one thing that I would like to spend that extra monthly amount on? And these were the thing, and I found them in my budget, so that was fantastic. So that is my designer shoe collection. Like I say, very, very modest and kind of made up of shoes. Most people would buy designer shoes they can wear all the time, and I'm not kind of that kind of person. I'm more of a, I wear my everyday shoes all the time, and then I have my special shoes that I put on display, and they're special. So let me know what your ultimate dream shoe is, since I just purchased mine and I'm so excited to go and wear them now. And I will see you guys next time with my handbag collection.